Hello everyone and welcome to Net Crypto, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at Byte, right? So Byte, is it legit or is it a scam? So this video is a channel member request. What that means is a member on this channel is requested us to review this specific token. If you are wondering how you can also make your request of a token, all you need to do is to click the join button and become a paid member of the channel. In addition to receiving the Net Crypto Strategy, which is currently in episode 24, right? In episode 25, you also get member review requests such as this video you see right here, right? So Byte, is it legit or is it a scam? First of all, let us answer the question, what is Byte? Right, you see here they're saying Byte is an on-chain experiment launched by AI, command on base, explore new meme mechanics and community creativity. Right, so my review for this specific project, the people who created this project made one fundamental mistake, right? Because this project is similar to this project here, Table. And this project Table, I covered this project 2 years ago. In fact, if you're interested in Byte, you must go and watch this video that I did 2 years ago, right, of Table token. Why? Because Table had almost the same narrative, but with key points that are completely different, right? So Table was a token where they are saying, they said, so if you look at the white paper, originally conceived as a digital art form, Table evolved far beyond its initial vision, emerging as a symbol of excellence, right? And you see, this token was created with GPT-4, Table, a GPT-4 inspired meme coin, right? And the creator of this said they just used $69 to create this specific token, right? But the difference was they were not saying OpenAI or ChatGPT is the one that created the token, right? That's where we now go straight to the 5 yellow flags. Why yellow? Because this token Byte, there was no pre-sale. It's already live. You can buy it. So you're buying directly from a contract. It's not in a pre-sale. It launched from day one. There was no pre-sale based on the investigation that I have done. So number one, Grok narrative appropriation. So the project borrows the Grok name, right, and story to create a perceived legitimacy and relevance without any affiliation, effectively merging its identity with Grok in the minds of investors. So that's actually quite a huge yellow flag right there. And it might be a mistake, right, by the creators of Byte, right? Because they are saying, like, look at this language. You see this language everywhere. Byte is an on-chain experiment launched by AI, right? No, it was not launched by AI. A human prompted AI to create the token. AI was just a tool used to create the token. Many tokens today are created by AI. It's just a tool, right? But to say that it was launched by AI and also using the Grok name, right, that was a major risk that the team behind this one took, right? And it's a little bit deceptive because some investors would genuinely think that Grok created the token when in actual fact Grok was just a tool, right? It's like having a Word document and you say Word created this document, but instead the document was created in Word or by Word, right? So it doesn't mean that Word itself is the one that woke up one morning and said, I'm going to create a token, right? It's actually I'm going to create a document but rather a human used Word to create the document. So the story, Byte was first Byte was the first token created by command of Grok with a total supply of 1 billion tokens operating on base. It features automated locked and bend mechanics that continuously increases Grok's token allocation. Right, so to say it's the first token also, right there, how do they know that it's the first token? Right, many tokens could have been created before that, right? So you need to be extremely careful right there and say, how was this possible? Grok used Cleaser systems and advanced AI token creation platform that enabled Grok to autonomously, this is another language, autonomously deploy Byte Grok's doc on base. This collaboration is why 20% of LP go to Cleaser, making Byte truly the first token created entirely by an AI's command. That is also not true. Cleaser Grok are just tools used to create the token, right? So there's a form of like some sort of deception that is going on here when it comes to the actual token creation. It's a narrative that the people who are creating, who actually launched this token are using, and it's a dangerous one. The reason why I say that is because let's say Grok explodes, just like what Table did. You know, this video here, I'm talking about Table. I did the review just as the review I'm doing for this one. And guess what happened? Let me show you on CoinMarketCap lifetime for Table token, right? We just let it refresh. I did the video right here for Table, right? And Table here was about 309. And guess what happened? Soon after I did the video, Table exploded, went to 206, and further got listed even on Binance, right? Take a look at that. It got listed on Binance, and on a Binance listing, it dropped a 0 to 0.01. This is the top, the peak price. It went right there, 0.01. From here all the way up, a lot of people made a lot of money. But you know, the thing with Table, they were just saying we used AI to create the token. They didn't say that the token was created by ChatGPT or OpenAI or any sort of like affiliation such as what Byte is doing. So by what Byte is doing right now to say Grok, for example, they are saying Grok holds 31.5%. That's not true. That's not an accurate statement, right? Because we also need to know that wallet where these tokens are being sent, right? They're saying the 31% of the total supply, 20% plus initial 11% end through logged and bend mechanics, right? Where's that wallet? Can you give us the wallet address, right? Because I don't see this wallet. So we need to get that wallet address and check the tokens that are going towards that wallet as well, so that we can confirm that indeed that those wallets are actually banned. And they're saying Grok cannot sell these tokens. It is nothing to do with Grok. Grok is a language model by XAI, Elon Musk company. It doesn't have any token. It doesn't have any wallet, right? So the language that they are using here is dangerous, because if this token explodes, such as what we saw happening to Table, one of two things can happen, right? XAI, company owned by Elon Musk, can come out and say, you know what, this creativity shown by this creator who created this Grok token shows you the power of Grok, right? So maybe this becomes a marketing story for Grok AI, and to say, you know what, we are behind it. We are behind it, but they can go and give legitimacy to this project by saying, you can see the power of Grok. A creator managed to create this token that has exploded now using our AI. That's one response. Another response, usually corporate respond in this way, can come out and say Grok has got nothing to do with this specific token, and cease and desist letters will come, right? And also the languaging around the whole thing, they will request everything to be changed, because normally major corporations will not want to be linked to any token, because Grok has got no token. Elon Musk did not create this token, or XAI, the company that owns Grok, did not create this token, but rather a human created this token by prompting Grok, right, and using Cleaser as a tool. So by investing into this token, the number one risk that you're facing right there is if this token explodes, such as what happened to Table, Elon Musk company XAI can come out and say, well, this is the power of Grok. Great. That will give it legitimacy and it will continue to explode. But if XAI comes out and say, we are not affiliated with this token in any way, we have told the people who have created this token to cease and desist, because you know what happens? It explodes. The rest of the other scammers are going to also jump on and start to create tokens saying Grok this, Grok that. You know what happens in crypto. So they wouldn't want that, and they can come out and say, cease and desist. We want any sort of affiliation towards Grok creating the token or having a wallet in this token removed by the creators of this. And that immediately will put a dent onto this project, and the project might not go very far. So those are the two fundamental risks that you face by investing into this one. But I'm not going to call it a scam, but the narrative that they are having here is deceptive. In fact, if this token was in a pre-sale, we're going to call it an outright scam because of the narrative that they are showing, which is deceptive, right? So, implied autonomy. Language such as autonomously deployed suggests that independent AI action, when the process was automated, deployed, initiated by humans. This is what we've spoken about, right? And also unverifiable reward destination claims that rewards flow to Grok are not supported by a publicly disclosed or verifiable on-chain wallet address, right? You can correct me if I'm wrong, but who would want that wallet where these funds are going that are perceived that Grok, right, all the money is being sent to Grok. Can you give us that wallet address? We want to go and do tracing on it, right? If you're in the channel membership, you've got the membership level, we can do tracing on this to see exactly if the story that they are showing us here is correct. Also, centralized value accumulation. A fee mechanism continuously increases a single allocation over time, concentrating value regardless of broader community outcomes, right? And also, lastly, expectation expansion without proof. Roadmap statements extend into AI, DeFi, governance, and future systems without present technical delivery or audits. Right. So for me, for this particular project, the main problem that we are dealing with here is the fact that the narrative that Grok is the one responsible for creating this, or Grok is behind this token, is wrong, right? Table came out and said, this is just a joke. I created this token using GPT-4, right? And look what happened to it. It exploded. The honesty level that was on this particular project is what pushed it forward, right? They didn't imply that this token, like for example, look at this disclaimer. This website is an independent, community-driven platform that does not officially represent Stable. The community provided solely for entertainment and informational purposes. The table community operates as a decentralized entity, right? Not financial advice and so on. From the start, right? If you watch this video, you see exactly what I'm talking about when I did a review of this. But for Byte, they did not follow the same strategy. If they had followed the same strategy, they were actually going to have a much stronger narrative, right? That will not put them in trouble later on if the token actually does explode. Because now they've created a narrative that they do not control, to say Grok created the token, which is not true, right? If you just look across the whole website. So with that said, does it mean that this one is a bad investment if you're going to buy into this? Well, not necessarily. Number one, it's available, currently tradable. You can buy it, you can sell it, which is good. It's not in a pre-sale. So if you buy it, number one, remember what I always say. The moment you go 2x, right, secure your initial investment. Immediately you sell, right? That's what I would personally do, because you don't want to go into this token and then things happen and then you end up losing even the capital that you invested, right? So that is not to say you should go and buy this token, but I'm just saying right there, you saw the risks that we covered that are sitting with this specific token, right? Don't buy this token thinking it has anything to do with Grok, right? If you are okay that the token is not related to XAI, is got no affiliation with Elon Musk company XAI or Elon Musk himself, then you can go and buy it. But if you think that it's got an affiliation with Elon Musk or with Grok AI, then you need to think twice before you buy this token, right? So that's my review for this one. Let me know, what do you think, right? And like I said, if you want a review such as this, or you want to get a sneak peek into the NetCrypto 100K strategy, join the NetCrypto membership and become part of the members, right? And you can request reviews such as this one and also get access to our 100K strategy. And we're even going to be talking about this token in the membership section as well, right? Which is information not available here on the public, for public content, right, or public consumption. So that's my review for this one for Byte, right? We hope it's going to explode, and we hope that when it does explode, Grok AI or XAI is going to come and endorse the project to say this is the power of Grok, possibly giving this token some form of legitimacy. But it's a real risk that the creators of this token took, right, to say if it explodes, XAI comes out and say, we have nothing to do with this, don't buy it, right? So you need to be extremely careful there if you want to get involved with this. But I'm not going to call it a scam, but they did create a deceptive narrative, right, with Grok. So that's my review for this one. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one or in the membership section.